Good afternoon. Well, thank you for joining the Investor Showcase. I'm John Brown with Brown Developments, and I'm here today with a good friend and business partner, Kenn Renner from Renner Realty out of Austin, Texas. Kenn, how are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me on the show. Appreciate it.
Kenn, it's exciting to have you on the show because, you know, the Texas market has been talked about for some period of time now, especially for investors. And, you know, I'd love for you to share with our audience a little bit about yourself as well as what's going on in that market.
Well, I'm a native Californian, and I moved to Austin, Texas in 1993 to seek opportunity and to work real hard. Actually, I was looking for investments myself because the market in California was kind of peaked out, and I was looking to buy property, and led to Austin, Texas, and I saw a lot of newspaper articles and magazine articles, and so I flew out there and got on a plane and looked at what the opportunities were, and I just fell in love with the place and made plans to move there, and that's what I did.
Well, I show that you were the #2 sales agent in Austin last year with about 167 total sales. So you did very well last year.
Yeah, and that's another thing is that we've taken that business model and brought a lot of the Californians now, because the cycles are the same, that there's opportunity here where the prices are low but going up. And so we came back to California and started bringing our friends back, and then more people, and created about $26 million in sales last year. So that put us at #2 in the city.
How about the single-family market versus, say, like the multi-family market or multi-unit market in Central Texas? Is there a big variance between that?
Well, you know, the Central Texas market, the Austin area, the duplexes and fourplexes were built in, for the most part, in the early 80s. Mid-80s. So there's still good opportunities for multifamily, but they are usually older buildings. We like to buy new or newer single-family homes because they are built with higher standards, higher quality of construction materials, and they're more contemporary. And we see that the rents that we're pulling in are almost as equal as the older duplexes and fourplexes for the price point.
So you specialize in working with investors as opposed to just traditional real estate?
Yes, correct. We work mostly with investors, but we also work with a lot of the builders, all the major builders, and we also do traditional real estate because that gives us an opportunity to get out there in the field and find good properties.
We have several investors who we work with, and definitely people who watch this show, and the biggest thing I always hear that, you know, if there is any negative to it, is the property taxes in Austin, Texas, or just in that Texas market. What's happening there to, you know, make some adjustments?
Well, the state legislature last year passed a law for property tax reform. So we're very excited about that. And the news on the street is that over the next 2 years that the property taxes are going to go down by 50 basis points, which will really help. Will bring the average down by half. So right now, property taxes run between about 2.25 to 3.25, and bringing that down to half is going to be incredible. What we found is that the property taxes are higher because we don't have any state income tax. And that may not be great for the investors that are living in California, but we've actually found that many of the wealthy high-income earners, real high-income earners that are multi-state or multinational, are actually setting up their residency in Texas. And buying beautiful houses there, setting up their residency so that they don't have to pay the 9 or 10% to the California.
What would you say for single-family home, maybe 3-bedroom, 2-bath, on average size lot, I don't know, maybe about 5,000–6,000 square feet? What would be the average price for that?
Median price right now is about $179,000 in Austin, and you know, as you know, around the nation we're about $222,000. So we're quite a bit below even the median price across the entire nation. So you can get average or medium home price $179,000, and that's up from several years ago.
Okay, and what kind of rents do you get for that?
For that rents, you're looking about $1,250 to $1,350 in that price range. Just depends on where it is and what amenities you have. And usually it's about $7 to $8 per thousand.
Can you tell us what do you specialize in? Is it the resale side, or is it new construction, or is it both?
Okay, it's both. We work on both the new construction and the resale side. And most of our sales the last 2 years, 300 sales, over 300 sales have been mostly new homes. And we've been on the leading edge of finding the best areas for our investors to come in from California and other parts of the nation and even over the world to buy the best properties in the best areas. But we weren't the only ones doing that, and so what happened was the builders saw so many influx of investors, they started cutting them off and stopped selling properties to investors. Now, because we had a really good relationship of taking care of the properties, the investors, the management, the builders still give us an allotment of certain properties. They give us a percentage that we're allowed to sell, and in many neighborhoods we have the exclusive allotment of those properties. Okay. But we took it one more deep, is because the investors keep coming, they're looking for good properties, and we went to the builders and said, look, maybe we've come up with a program that would allow us to help you sell your homes and also help you move your current home buyers into your new home product. And what we've come up with is the investor buyout program.
Okay. Can you explain that?
Yes, what we do is the builders will allow us to when a new home buyer comes to the new home model, they usually have a home to sell. Okay, and so what we do is we tell the on-site agent, say, give them this program. What we will do is we will approach the move-up home buyer, and we will tell them that we will have one of our investors purchase their home, and they would then rent back their home during the construction period of the house from the new home builder. So, and right now we have a construction shortage, a construction boom, a shortage of labor and materials, so construction times are taking longer and longer. So that program is really a win-win for everybody. It allows the new home buyer to purchase the builder's home without a contingency because we come in and buy their house. They get to lease their own house back during the construction period, so there's no signs in the yard, no double move, okay, no moving the kids into a different school district or an apartment. Many of the times we've sold these houses and the children didn't even know that the house had been sold, because you know that's kind of a trauma for kids, you know, the whole moving process. To take that in consideration, we usually get the current owner who's selling that house to take a discount on the property. So we get a great property in a neighborhood that is usually owner-occupied type of neighborhood, and they're happy because they get to lease back their property usually at higher than market rents. The investor's happy because they get a property that is instantly occupied, no upfront leasing fees, and their rent starts right away.
That's great information, and we all need more tax deductions.
Yes.
Ken, thanks for joining the show. That was really good information for all the audience, including myself. Give Ken a call. He can help you out, definitely in the Austin, Texas market, where he has Renner Realty, as well as some really good investment opportunities in that market. But also, if you're looking for some great opportunities in the Go Zone that he mentioned, he's here to help you out. Thanks for joining the Investor Showcase.